just for your asses. Yapping in a trap like a rescue cat, and the rest queued up like they're waiting on the Batman. You tuned into the dude who threw booze back, blacked out, woke up drunk, covered in bruises. It's Sagdaddy the pod, an odd fellow, the great white chubby, I'm becoming a marshmallow. It's Sagdaddy the pod, so sit back and relax, cause like a broken arm, I got a cast now. It's Sagdaddy the pod, you made a good choice, so enjoy, don't be annoyed, now here's my dumb voice.
Yeah, I mean, the amount of packages that get stolen here, you would think that that's my super, and he's a nice guy, but he sucks all in all. I mean, he's handled some shit around here in the past couple of weeks that I'm like, okay, you're working for your shit. But I'm also like, we got this email from the building, and we were like, it was like, hey, don't forget to, just a suggestion.
Love those.
Like give George some money for the holiday, right? And I was like, we probably should. I mean, just all in all, but he fucking sucks. But when I see him, I'll like throw him $100 or whatever.
We talk shit about him here, but then when you see him in person,
I talk shit about him all the time. I'll talk shit to his face.
How'd you give it to him?
Yeah, I'll go. By the way, you didn't earn this.
Yeah, you give him the 100. This could have been 2, but you kind of suck.
Seriously, the way he texts, he's like, it's all sporadic, and you have to like kind of figure out what he's saying and all this shit.
Oh my God.
And the doorbell hasn't worked in fucking years. And he's like, every time he comes here to fix another thing, he's always like, I gotta fix this doorbell. And I'm like, yeah, dude.
Spanish people texting that don't know English that well is amazing. My cleaning lady, which by the way sounds bougie as shit.
Yeah.
She can't even spell my name. She just calls me Demi. And she spells it Demie instead of, it's the craziest.
Cleaning lady's not that bougie, I would say. The cleaning, because you can hire a cleaning lady for like $60.
Yeah, I mean, she doesn't, it's not a lot of money, but I mean, just to say I have a cleaning lady.
So do you live in a house?
I do live in a house. This is what happens when you leave New York. You get a house. Yeah.
Where do you live? You live in Jersey, right?
Connecticut. I'm from Jersey, but I live in Connecticut now.
God damn, and you live in a fucking house, carpets and all that shit?
No, man. Wood floors. We got like an acre of land. I got an in-ground pool. Yeah.
What?
Oh, yeah. Life's better outside.
You know what's so funny? This is how fucking piece of shit scumbaggy I am.
Okay.
Hearing wood floors and not carpeted floors, I'm like, ugh. I think I like carpeted floors better. Like, when you go into a basement and someone has a good basement because it's all carpeted. Okay. That's how I want carpeted stairs. I want like everything to be carpeted.
I mean, carpet in the bedroom, I guess, makes sense because it makes a room warmer.
Yeah,
but like
that is disgusting.
Going around the house, people coming in and out and just.
Well, yeah, if you have carpet everything, you got to go take your shoes off when you. And I just got one of these bad boys. So.
Well, I wish you would have worn. I didn't know how to take my shoes
off.
You
don't have to ever. You don't ever have to ever take your shoes off. But I'm a slipper guy now.
I see that.
Yeah.
They look very comfortable.
And I want to get Crocs, I think.
Oh, God, please don't.
Why?
I feel like that's something that everybody's into.
If you have an opinion about it and I'm just putting this on you because I'm definitely, if you can give me an opinion that isn't coded in some sort of like older man boomery, and I'm not saying that's what you are, but everybody is like, oh, you look like a fucking queer and da 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 da.
No, I don't. I think that they make sense for certain people. I think if you're on your feet as a hairstylist, a nurse, something where you're on your feet for a lot of hours in a row, makes sense. Mm-hmm. But functionally, there's really no difference than wearing a slipper outside with a rubber bottom.
True.
So.
That's a good opinion.
Thank you.
That is a good opinion.
You put a lot of pressure on me to come up with something.
Well, I'll tell you why.
As an old man, apparently, you cocksucker.
No. But I mean, I hate the opinions that people have that are just so predictable, don't you? Where it's just like, like there's a person I know who's like, I don't listen to any of this new hip hop, and you're like, why? And they're like, cause it's fucking, you can't understand a word they're saying.
You know you do that, right? I do that? Dude, okay, this is, I don't know if this is weird.
I probably do that.
Say, but I literally, so like, before I do a podcast, like I watch a couple. And,
sure. And, I'm very aware that people listen to this podcast before. So anybody who's coming up next and is choosing this episode to listen to, pay attention.
So, and obviously being on the road with you and Soder, I know you guys are friends, so I watched that one. Oh. And one of the things you said early in the episode was like, I don't think there were any good movies made in 2010. But you had...
I'll stand by that.
He asked you why you said that, and you had no real reason. Just 2010 just doesn't sound like a good year for movies.
I completely agree with myself.
But then I think it was
hearing that does sound...
But then like The Town, Inception was on the list. So you were wrong, but like the best part is you made this proclamation and then had nothing to back it up.
Okay, now let me tell you the difference between why I'm right.
Okay.
and why what I'm saying. So I'm right because I'm just saying something to say it. There is no Facebook coded in it. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
There are certain opinions that feel like they belong on Facebook, where you're just like, this Sabrina Carpenter, she's a talentless da da da. And when you talk shit about Taylor Swift, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I'm getting so into Taylor Swift now. Yeah, well,
you're
it's just
Swiftie. You're defending her. Are you hoping she goes on tour?
Me and my lady are watching the Eras Tour documentary.
My daughter
and I
watched
gotta
that.
tell you, you're watching that?
My daughter, yeah.
Do you watch it with your daughter?
I can only take it in bit. I have to get up and go clean something and come back. I can't watch straight through. I just don't have it in me.
Why,
I don't have
dude?
it. I don't have it in me. And again, it's not a shit on Taylor Swift thing. I just don't have it in me.
Yeah. I guess so. If like it's definitely. I'm watching it and I'm just amazed at what she does and all this. Like being the ringleader of this giant show is so. I can barely remember my fucking act, and I'm doing 15 minutes a night, and I'm like, what am I supposed to say? Where do I go? I can't handle this.
In your defense,
I have to come on time. That sucks.
In your defense, I feel like she's also done way less drugs in her life.
That's true.
So
I don't think she
her
touches
mind is
drugs.
probably same here. I've never done anything.
You've never done any drugs?
Nothing.
Really?
Nothing, man. I'm boring in that respect.
You've never smoked weed?
Nope.
Never.
And I've only gotten drunk one time. And it was on purpose. I was a senior in high school, went down to Jersey Shore with all my friends, and I was like, well, I can't go to college sober and a virgin.
What happened when you got
when I got
sober
drunk?
and a virgin? That's so funny. So instead of working on the other thing.
Yeah. Well, it's easier to get drunk than it is to get laid in high school.
It totally is. Yeah. It's cheaper, too.
Yeah. So I was down to Jersey Shore, and I remember that my friends, it was just back when like Alizé was cool and shit.
Okay.
So like they poured a bunch of stuff in this ice bucket, and they just mixed a bunch of liquor, and they called it the bucket of love.
Yeah.
And, everybody was just drinking out of it.
I feel like we've all done kind of something like that, like with the bucket of just everything.
Yeah, it was awful.
Yeah.
And then I end up on the boardwalk in the Jersey Shore wearing those tearaway pants, giant sombrero.
Okay.
One of my friend's bras that I had stuffed with like newspaper.
Jesus
And I was
Christ.
just speaking with like a gay Spanish accent.
That is so funny. You get drunk once and you become a complete stereotype.
Yeah, it was wild.
Of what a drunk person
100%.
You just go, I've never done this before.
It was a lot of like, mira papi. It was a lot of that shit.
Oh, really?
It was bad.
Oh, you definitely become more Spanish when you get.
It comes out.
Because I get more Long Island when I get drunk. I'm like, everything kind of like. Every G becomes just sticks to it comes Long Island.
Oh, God.
That's so funny, dude. You've never tried cocaine?
Nah. I think a lot of it.
Wow.
So my pops was pretty abusive when we were younger, and he was an alcoholic and into drugs. So I think it was like early. I was like, I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
and sports.
I get that.
Sports too. I played a lot of sports.
Oh, and they're like, stay away from that shit.
Yeah, I just didn't want to. I didn't want to be bad. Like, so I was like, they'll mess with your lungs and all that kind of
What
shit.
What sports did you play? Football?
Mainly it was just basketball. Once I got older, that's all
Whoa.
I did. Yeah.
Have you always been like kind of like a big presence guy?
Yeah, I was always naturally larger, but it's genetics.
Yeah,
it's just,
of course. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't. You look like genetically this.
I'm built like my father.
Yeah. And then when you're playing basketball, you must have been like, what position did you play?
I was a point guard.
Really?
Yeah. I used to be able to jump. This is back when I was 195 to 205 pounds in college.
Holy fuck! You must have been terrifying.
I mean, I guess, but you play any competitive thing
anyone.
long enough, you just start to like not be intimidated by anybody else.
Totally.
So.
I mean, when I watch basketball, which is very rare unless the Knicks are in the playoffs.
Oh, one of those bandwagon.
I'm a bandwagon guy. Yeah. Well, I mean, why wouldn't you be? It's like, of course. I'm gonna watch when there's stakes.
Yeah, but half the fun of being a sports fan is the ups and downs. Like, look at what our friends go through when their teams don't go well.
I know, I get that, and I wish I was there with that because there's nothing better than being able to talk sports. I feel like you meet some guy, you can immediately talk sports, and like you can either hate him or love him, or you guys could get along or whatever, and it just completely, and it makes you feel like more of a man a little bit.
I guess, but there's I mean, I don't know. Like, I can't talk like, concerts and music the way that like other people can.
The things that you can get into sports, like getting into that conversation, I think is a lot more easier because you go, "What's your team?" Like you just go, "Where are you from?"
Right.
And they go, "Oh, I'm from San Diego," and you go, "Okay, the Padres are doing okay this year, right?" Blah blah blah. You can get right into that. I have to look at someone and go, have you ever built a Lego? You like Legos? You have to go like, yeah, I just got this Krusty the Clown restaurant. Krusty Burger Lego, and
I'd be
it's
on board
actually
with that.
pretty rare, and it's very cool. So it's like you have to, and then like hopefully they're into that. You play video games?
Okay.
And even in video games, they go like, "Yeah, I'm playing Ark Raiders," and you go, "Oh no, I meant Luigi's Mansion." You know what I mean? Like, it's not as easy.
No, I get that. I don't know. Like having kids, kind of like you said, the Lego thing. My kid's all about Star Wars Legos and stuff right now.
Check this shit out, and I was not fucking around.
See, I'm a Simpsons fan. I like this. That's gonna take a lot of time. That's
oh yeah, I mean, how many pieces is that? 1,000 pieces?
That's a lot.
This is fucking crazy. Where do you even put this thing?
Oh God, yeah, you're gonna need a whole nother table.
I need a whole nother apartment.
Listen, you're on the way up, man. This is
I'm
what
excited.
happens. That's your next. You're gonna have a Lego room in your next place.
Don't even get me started. That gave me chills what you just said.
Well, okay.
I would love to have a Lego
But is your other
room.
half going to be on board having the Lego room, though?
Probably not. I don't know. No, she's good with that shit.
All
She'll
right.
like it, like as long as it's she's good with
Out
that.
of her
She'll-
way.
Yeah, man. Maybe as long as it's like if like things are building up. And then if she's like, I have clothes too that I need to put places, and I'm like, well, it's not going in the Lego room.
I feel like you're trying to put it out into the universe. Like she's gonna be okay with this.
What I'll do is I'll have a house where we put shelves all the way around, and then put the Legos up there, so they're out of the way, but you can look up and you're just looking at them.
So it's like a Fridays where they just have all the stuff on the walls all around.
Precisely like a Fridays. Yeah. That's
Cool.
so funny. Well, I'll watch basketball, and I'm like, I picture like someone like LeBron running at you as something that's like terrifying.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. There's definitely some guys that would just run us over. I mean, it was worse with Slamball. That was even
What's
worse.
Slamball?
Oh, it was. I did that in like 2008. It was that full contact basketball with trampolines in the court.
What?
You never saw it?
No, I think I have. I didn't know there was a name for it,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I for sure as hell didn't know you did this.
Yeah, it was. It came out on Spike TV, and then it went away. Then it came back, and like I was actually in the championship game on NBC.
What?
Yep. And then they just tried
Is
to
that
make.
is that like one of your credits? Do you put that in your bio?
Yeah, it's fantastic. Just tell people Slamball. They all make the same face you did.
That's
what the
so
fuck is
crazy,
Slamball?
dude. That's so cool.
But that one was worse because that hitting is encouraged.
Yeah.
Like you're supposed to check each other and things like that. And like
holy shit.
at the time I was 225 and I'm only like 5'10", but there was guy like, got ex college football players, linebackers that are like, 6'4", just solid muscle.
Oh
and
my
like,
god.
that was worse than basketball because they're trying to take my head off and you're 17
Yeah.
feet in the air trying to dunk.
Yeah, I always picture jumping on the trampoline, getting too high, and then your leg going through the thing and then breaking because you're like your leg's through the hoop, but you're not, so you're like fall that way. Any of that kind of stuff happen?
Well, yeah. So in my year, one guy did break his leg. One guy broke his nose.
This is in Slamball.
Yeah, Slamball. There was a couple injuries like that, but nothing specifically because of the trampoline.
You should have been a roller derby girl.
All right,
You should have been like
put a
fucking-
wig on and get out there.
Yeah.
I identify as a her now, just a roller derby. I want to
Yeah.
watch. I've never seen roller derby live. I want to
bet
watch
it's
one.
fucking sick.
Yeah, just seeing them
Where they're
beat the
just
crap.
shoving each other and all that shit.
I don't know how the points work. It's something with the laps. It's all I.
Yeah, I have no fucking idea. I mean, the amount of sports that there are.
Yeah.
It's the amount of like weird sports like cheese rolling where they like roll cheese down a hill and then chase the cheese and
Have you-
fall down.
Did you see that on Netflix? There was like a whole thing about all the random sports around the world.
No.
Dude, there was one of the sports that they covered. I forgot what it's called, but they show like the returning champ from the previous year. They show the injuries of people like once they lose it sprinting down the
My
hill, they just lose
God.
control.
The fact that you can get an injury and then just be permanently fucked up for the rest of your life is like, why even bother?
That's why I won't do trampolines anymore. I mean, I'm not like
Trampolines do scare me.
Yeah,
I don't know if I've said this publicly. Trampolines scare me. Have I said this publicly? I feel like I've said this on the show, Nicole. Have I said this? We don't know. Trampolines scare the shit out of me.
it's fair. I can see. So like, I won't do them anymore
Yeah.
because I'm afraid of what you just said. Like, I'm afraid I'm going to land and my knees. I'm like, not today, and then just pop out.
I'm not
And-
even afraid of that. I'm afraid that the whole fucking thing is going to come undone
Oh.
and then it's going to wrap around me and it's going to break me and I'm going to just fall to the ground or something and the whole thing's going to snap.
Yeah, it's a little bit.
I'm heavily afraid of, if you want to know my fears,
Let's do it.
here's a fear. Some things that snap back. I don't like measuring tape.
Okay.
Things that like holding a measuring tape and then it going like is very scary to me. Trampolines, terrifying.
So you wouldn't. What's that rubber band game where you each grab an end and you just keep pulling away till
that
someone gets scared?
terrifies me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, once I have children, I'll be on a trampoline all fucking day. But
until you roll an ankle and it's like, oh, it's the last time I'm ever on.
And then I'm permanently fucked up.
Yeah, he'll be doing stand up from a chair.
My God. So how long did you do sports for?
I played. Went all the way up to Division I in
Whoa.
Quinnipiac, and then I walked on there.
Quinnipiac, good school.
Yeah, it was fun.
And Division I was like you were.
Yeah, I was up there with like the year that. So I only played the 1 year as a walk on because then it was too much like a job and I didn't want to keep doing. I felt like I was missing out on college. But the year that I was there we play UConn every year because we're both Connecticut schools, and that was the year they had like. Not you're going to know these people, but Karan Butler, Ben Gordon, Emeka Okafor, all these guys went to the NBA, and they were all on the same team. Like
that all sounds like Pokemon to me.
Yeah, 4 guys all went to the NBA.
And I went to school with Gyarados, and I went to school with Raichu, and Pokemon Charizard for the layman.
Oh, my kid's gonna love this episode.
Does your kid listen to podcasts that you do?
No, never. My one time. I think you've had him, Drew Dunn.
Yeah.
He called me. He got booked at New York Comedy Club in Stanford. Something happened. It was a mix-up. He didn't have an opener, so he called me. He's like, hey, I know you live here. Can you come down? And I was like,
yeah.
I was like, yeah, man, but I have my kids. But that green room is huge.
Bring the
so
kid.
Drew was like, I don't care. Bring them. They'll just come in the green room.
They have video games in that green room.
It was
stuff.
perfect.
Yeah.
But when I went on stage, my buddy John came because he lived in Stanford. He brought the kids out to see me on stage for like 7 seconds, and I was getting a big pop when they did.
Yeah.
So like I came back and my daughter thought it was like the coolest thing.
That
She's
is
like, oh
cool.
my God, Dad, I saw you making everybody laugh.
That's so cool. Yeah.
So that was fun, but I wouldn't let them watch any of the random shit that I say because
it is funny that like there's so many people in our lives that have children that have parents that are stand-ups. You know what I mean? Like I always think about that where I'm like, they're walking around being like, yeah, my dad just tells jokes or whatever. There was one kid who I went to high school with and elementary school and middle school. Like we grew up together. His father was a stand-up, this guy, Alan Kimbrough. And I wonder if he has any stand-up online. I don't know if he doesn't anymore, but he was like a stand-up.
Really?
And I always thought that was so cool.
I don't think I knew any. I knew one kid in high school.
I mean,
that
you
tried
didn't.
it.
You 100% didn't know this guy. That
You
mean
I just
like
meant in life. I don't think I knew any stand-ups personally in life.
I was like, I know it called you. I didn't know he called you old, but you're not that old.
Jesus. Well, thanks. I guess it's a half. By the way, it's so. Not that I'm a podcast expert by any stretch, but like. I feel like doing it in chairs or tables is a little bit different.
Yeah.
Because like right now, I feel like I'm kind of like hitting on you as I turn this way,
It
or
is
the other
very-
option is to
it
lean back
is-
like I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
So I don't know.
One of my favorite things about hey, dude, whatever you got to do to get comfortable. One of my favorite.
Sorry, too much.
I said comfortable, not uncomfortable. Whatever one of the things that I like is you just see all the different ways that people sit on this fucking shitty ass couch. I literally was thinking about once I move, I'm leaving this couch in this fucking place.
Just gonna let it sit and let somebody.
I'm gonna
else.
pour gasoline all over it and I'm gonna set it on fire. I fucking hate this thing. I mean, it's nice. It's nice. I'm a little aggressive.
Apparently, I was also very up and down. Like I'm gonna get rid of this fucking thing. You're like an abusive husband. Like, bitch, I'm sorry, baby. I didn't mean it. That's exactly what you just did.
You're so good. You know how I am. You know how I be when I haven't had my.
Is that your
my
spot
lunch.
normally when you're sitting here watching TV?
This is usually my spot. This is my cat's spot.
Oh, okay.
So actually, I'm sitting on it so you don't see the hair that's
Oh, that makes
everywhere.
sense.
That's why there's a blanket on it too. I mean, there's hair everywhere. But
By the way, I'm extremely allergic to cats, and I forgot you had a cat. So we're gonna see how I go through this whole thing.
extremely allergic.
I just found that out during Christmas. I went to a family member's house that had cats.
So what does that mean? Like
that meant
should we
I
get
couldn't breathe. I was like,
Do you have an EpiPen or
No.
anything?
no. If it doesn't come on like that, it didn't kill. But I was very uncomfortable for most of it. But right now, so far, so good. However,
'cause
do you know how to do mouth to mouth?
I know how to
Natalie, do you know how to do mouth
dick
to
to mouth.
mouth? Back to being comfortable again. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry if you start feeling some way, dude.
No, we'll be all
Let me know, because I try, dude. Like I'll vacuum. I didn't vacuum today because I fucking
don't care
tried
about my
to
life.
sleep
That's
in.
fine. that's fair.
We should be asking people. We should be like, are you allergic to cats? Do you like cats?
Sagalow's just trying to go viral by killing somebody right here on the spot.
Honestly,
Whatever helps. Whatever gets the clicks.
controlled controversy. They call that.
I got it.
You make it happen, and you go. That would actually ruin our day.
I should have
because
said anything.
We'd
She
have to
just
cancel
collapsed.
everybody, the next people that are coming in, and
Yeah, but they'll be on board.
So you stopped playing basketball and you just started living in, but you wanted to do the college thing, but you didn't want to drink or anything like that?
Yeah, I didn't. In a crazy. I used to. I was like one of the head bouncers at Toad's place in New Haven. So like
Yeah.
that kind of filled the like club bar thing because like I wasn't gonna go to the bar and just sit there while everybody else drank.
How long were you a bouncer there?
3 years. 4
Wow.
years.
So when you, it's kind of a calling at this point. Like when you look at your build and you're looking at like, you know, your presence, because you do have you're a sweet guy, but
Thank you.
You have a scary presence.
Oh, I mean, I try not to.
If you were just standing somewhere, I would go watch that guy.
And
I would go,
instead, now we
there's-
hug.
Yeah, but now it's like, and then you smile and you're like, oh, okay, this guy's a sweetheart.
Yeah,
But
you're
when you
right.
look in the mirror and stuff, and like you're like, oh, I should be a bouncer.
my trajectory's been pretty much. Yeah, I mean, I went from sports to bouncer to bounty hunter to
Bounty
firefighter.
hunter?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, you told me that. And then you're a firefighter. Holy
Yeah.
fuck. Yeah, so you've had you're just a Star Wars character.
yeah, pretty much.
You have all the Star Wars jobs.
And
That's so fucking funny.
and as
dude.
cheesy as it sounds, the most nervous I've ever been was honestly comedy. Of all the things I've
Hilarious.
done, comedy was the.
Why? Because that's the most vulnerable. Like you can't put someone in a headlock to make them laugh.
Yeah, because you can only, not to inside baseball this shit, but like you
No,
can only
please.
prepare, like you think something's funny, you only have you to talk it out with till you go up there and then you throw it out.
Yes, exactly.
With the other stuff, like I've been in fights, I've been in stuff like
You
that
could
growing up.
punch
So
it.
like
Yeah, you could
know what
spar.
to expect a little bit based on people.
Sure, yeah.
And with fire, it's the same thing. You take a whole fire academy where like you learn what to expect based on
Right.
wind and what's in the room and stuff like that. So
Yeah, it's actually like comedy is like the job where you like all those other things you mentioned. It's almost like, you know, you're like, this is what I was made for, essentially.
Yeah.
You know, you could look at it and go, it's like if somebody named you Jeeves when you were younger,
Right.
and you're like, oh, I have to be a butler.
yeah, I gotta serve
Which is
people.
a Seinfeld joke. I know. I stole it. But so tell me about the bouncer stuff, because that's really interesting. All this stuff is very interesting. So you're a bouncer at this club.
Yeah.
What was the name of the club?
Toad's place in New Haven.
Toad's Place?
Bro, it's on Yale's campus, and it's Yale's bar. Like it's
So it's all these yuppie kids.
yeah. I mean, Quinnipiac goes there, like because there's like 3 or 4 colleges in the area. But like, if Yale's open, the bar has to be open.
So
Like they can't close because of bad weather or
But you-
anything.
oh, really?
Yeah, if the school's open, if the classes aren't canceled, they have to go in and be open.
Is it a nice
It
bar?
is garbage. It is.
Okay.
It is gross. I mean, I haven't been in it since I got fired, but it is.
You got fired?
Oh yeah,
Why'd you get fired?
Oh, the statute's up on these. So for a long time, so the owner of the club, I don't care, I think he's a different owner now, was racist as shit.
Okay.
Like so besides being a nightclub on Saturdays, they would have concerts. Variety of music, Jamaican, hip hop, Spanish, punk rock, everything, right?
Okay.
Like I worked Guar there. I've worked
Whoa, cool.
Lloyd Banks. So like that to give
Lloyd
you the
Banks?
Yeah, it's the wide variety of shit.
Banks playing to a bunch of yuppie
Kanye
kids?
before he was famous with John
Wow.
Legend. Yeah,
Holy
it was,
shit.
Yeah, they were plugged into this guy that would get all the up and coming artists before they blew up.
I wonder how they got him so easily.
Yale, I'm sure somebody in Yale was like a high up at some,
Right. They
Record
probably paid
label
some
or
good
something.
money too.
but he was super racist. I remember one time we were doing, we had to do pat downs and metal detectors for a hip hop show, and he basically the line was slow because we were checking everybody,
Okay.
and he came up to me and the other guy and he's like, "Hey, just don't do the white ones." And I was like,
Interesting.
"Don't do the white ones," and he didn't know I was, I guess, Spanish, so he was just like, "Yeah, just do the blacks and the Spanish guys."
Oh my god.
I was like, "All right." So at that point, I started stealing.
You
from
should have
him.
just left.
No.
Like
I
that.
stole.
What'd you
dude,
steal?
So the tickets would be $25. You'd come in, I'd be like, "Yeah, give me a 20, I'll give you a ticket." I give them a ticket, they get in, I put the 20 in my pocket.
Oh.
And I would do that. I would make thousands of dollars in a night, and I would pay the cops a couple hundred, I'd pay the ticket girl
Whoa.
a couple hundred, and the other person at the door a couple hundred.
So wait, run me through this again. I'm sorry, because I'm really bad at math, and anytime numbers start
So
being
if
brought
the
up,
tickets were 25, I'm not going
tickets
to
are
make
$25.
I'm not going to make change for you because it's hard to steal that way. So if you
Okay.
came in, I'd be just give me a 20 and you can go in. And they would give me the 20. I'd put the ticket. I put the money in my pocket and let them in this door because
But
two doors
wasn't
to
your
get in.
boss kind of like, hey, like, there's a lot of people in here, but there's not enough tickets being sold?
He was making so much money on alcohol that they
It
wouldn't
didn't
even
matter.
register.
Okay.
But how I got caught was another night. It was a little slower, whatever. Towards the end of the concert, the guy was like, "Hey, just shut the door." So we shut the doors. And I was just at the front door, and some kid knocked. He's like, "Hey, can I get in for like the last couple songs?" I'm like, "Yeah, just give me 20." He gave me 20. I was the only 20 I took that night. He gave me 20. He went in, and the
Oh.
manager of the band saw me take the 20 and goes, "What do you do with that money?" I was like, I don't know, man. I guess it's the end of the show. Like, I just figured, why not?
Right.
He told the owner, and then the owner called me down. He's like, hey, man, I got to let you go. I was like, all right.
For one, but did he know? He's like, how long have you been doing this?
Didn't even ask. Just let me go.
For 120?
For one. But I mean, when I tell you I made thousands over a year, it was a lot. And the cops were just taking it. They were like, here, give it to me. I was like,
whoa.
Perfect. Yeah.
Okay, that's great. So the cops would. Why were the cops there? They were just like patrolling.
Yeah, they were basically. Well, he always had one or two, depending on the crowd, in case something got wild.
Sure, yeah, especially at those Lloyd Banks shows.
Dude, we had that one was bad. We got it. Me and the other security guys got into a fight with the Lloyd Banks security team.
Really? Why?
His boys, because they were downstairs in the lobby and they were trying to the hallway, because the green room was downstairs.
Yeah.
We were told not to let anybody in the green room except like 5 people.
Okay.
These guys are all his boys, and they're trying to force their way in. We're like, no, man, we're not doing this. And then one thing led to another, and then we start fist fighting. The cops at the top of the stairs start pepper spraying the whole hallway downstairs.
What an amateur move to pepper spray inside. You're like, okay, now the show's done because we have to. It's filled with pepper.
It was wild. Like, and now I look back, I'm like, I was fighting like G Unit's crew. Basically. One guy's like, yo, get the hammer. I'm like, oh shit, we gotta go.
I know that song.
Yep. It's like,
that's a good. Yeah. Well, they're apparently. I just saw an interview with D12 where Bizarre was just like, before 50 Cent joined Shady Records and Interscope and all that stuff. They weren't like, we weren't traveling in bulletproof vans and with bulletproof vests on and stuff.
Yeah.
But as soon as 50 and them came, we had to, because they had all this street beef.
Well, yeah, he's trolling everybody that has like loyal followers.
Sure, but even back then, he was just like fucking with people, and people didn't like it. Whoa.
But yeah, working the club was cool for a while. A couple of years, it was fun. But again,
did you ever get laid? Because of it?
Yeah.
Like women were like, I want to fuck the security guards.
Yeah, I mean, that's happened a couple of times. Some of the waitresses that you're not
waitresses.
Yeah. This girl, she was Miss Hawaii. I'm not gonna say her name, but she was Miss Hawaii at one point.
What year?
Oh God, I don't even remember.
We can find her.
it was a while ago.
Miss Hawaii.
Miss Hawaii. Yeah.
Whoa.
It was fun. Like I said, it was fun for a while. But again, it's obnoxious.
How many contestants are in Miss Hawaii? How'd she win? Just going up to the building and being like, I want to be it?
I bet you if you look up the roster, there's probably a lot of hot women down there.
Of course, yeah. So, I mean, as a Howley myself, I mean, I don't know what that means. But
I was waiting just for you to explain.
I don't know. I just wanted an excuse to say Howley. So then you go from the bar. You're the bouncer at this club.
Yep.
You get fired for stealing. Is comedy even in your mind at this point?
So I always wanted to do it.
Yeah.
Right. But when I left New Jersey to go to Connecticut, I knew pretty quickly I was not going to go back to Jersey. I was actually just talking to Natalie about this.
Nicole.
Sorry, Nicole. I apologize. It's our first time meeting.
They're either Nicole's or Natalie's.
Yeah, there's an and. I wasn't far off, right? But we were just talking about Jersey. So I grew up in North Bergen, like by Jersey City or whatever. And back then, it wasn't a great town. Like, it's better now because they've basically gentrified it and priced out a lot of people. But
you're starting to sound like your boss. Your old bouncer boss. You go.
No, but it is.
Now that the white ones came in.
Now the whites came with all their money. But it's true. I mean, they had like MS-13 gang was there, and they were doing the whole slash people open thing when I was
Jesus Christ
growing up. So I didn't want to go back to Jersey.
Yeah.
So I was always just I wanted to finish college, and then I was just trying to make money to not go back to New Jersey.
Right.
And as a stand-up, I didn't start early like you, but I've heard all the stories. When you start young, like you're struggling for a long time until you start getting some traction.
Yeah.
I couldn't afford to struggle because I didn't want to go back to Jersey.
Right.
And then before you know it,
and you don't have your kid at this time, right?
No.
Okay.
But then before you know it, I have kids.
Yeah.
So then they're relying on me.
Of course, yeah.
And then I got cancer. And
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So when I beat that, I was kind of like, what the hell am I waiting for? Like,
sure,
anything could happen. So I started later.
What kind of cancer was it?
It was just ball cancer.
Oh, testicular.
Testicular. I apologize.
Yeah, have a little.
I hate. It just sounds more serious than it actually was. But yeah.
Yeah.
It was a quick thing. Got that done. But I was the first one in my family to have cancer.
Damn.
So I was like, it came out of nowhere.
Oh God! How did you know you had it?
So I was using the bathroom, and I noticed that one was like hard and larger than the other one.
Yeah.
But I'm not I don't react to things quickly. So like
me either. If I saw that, I'd be like, okay.
That's weird. Yeah. So I went home.
I'd go, oh, my balls are feeling a little weird today.
And I actually just told the story on Zach's podcast, but I went home, and then my wife at the time was doing my manscaping.
Oh, really?
And then she noticed. She's like, "Hey, did you know that one of these is?" And when she noticed, I was like, "Well, I should probably go."
Yeah.
Get this
Was
checked
it
out.
sore? Did it hurt or
No.
anything?
No, it was like that compared to the other one, and it was
Damn.
very hard.
I should get my balls checked because these guys are big.
You should absolutely get your balls checked.
Really?
Yeah. I think everybody, if you feel like something's a little off, you should definitely get it checked.
I don't feel like they're off.
Okay,
I
well,
just feel
that's-
like they're fucking.
You've always been a
big.
big ball guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like that fucking bulldog from Van Wilder?
exactly.
Okay.
Wow, good pull.
You like that?
That opened. I forgot about that guy for years. That dog.
And now it's in your head.
And then they were like, "Oh, good thing you came in," and then they got it out quick.
So that's the
quick thing.
weird thing with testicular cancer. I mean, I feel like I'm dragging this shit down. But
No.
the weird thing about it is they can't test for it because to do a biopsy of one, they're afraid it'll spread to the other one. So you just have to make the decision to take it out. So
Jeez Louise.
the doctor was like, "Hey, I think so, but like we can't confirm." And he explained the whole thing of why they can't test.
Was he even like, "Hey, we've seen this before," and I'm like 99% sure.
He was like, "More likely it is than it isn't," is how he put it. But at that,
Interesting.
I had already had my kids, so the minute he was like, "Here's the options," and I'm like, "Just take it."
Yeah.
And he goes, "Well, don't you want to talk things?" I'm like, "No, just take it."
So you
I'm
just
good.
did it right there, right then.
I had to go back a couple days later, but yeah, it was
Oh,
pretty much
okay,
like, let's
yeah.
just. I didn't need to weigh the options. Like, I'm like, just take it.
Yeah.
I don't-
I'm not gonna let this spread.
Yeah, why
And
risk
then-
it?
Yeah, exactly.
Then he asked me if I wanted a fake one. I was like, I don't want one.
A
of those.
fake one.
Yeah, they put in
Like
a
a
cosmetic,
glass
like a
one?
ball, like a little marble ball. I guess goes in
No,
there.
ew.
Yeah, I was like, I don't
I'm
want that.
well, at least I had a zipper so I could clean it.
Yeah, I didn't want any of that. So.
That's fucking crazy. So that happened after you was that soon after you were a bouncer?
No, that was later, man. That was, I mean, so after the bouncer thing.
Okay, yeah.
was-
So you became
Sorry, I feel like I jumped ahead on you.
No. So you're a bouncer, you get fired, and then so you're like, I need a job.
So while I was being a bouncer, I worked at a deli as like a delivery guy, counter helper.
Isn't that the best job, delivering
It's-
food?
Oh, it's
I love it. I
fantastic.
used to deliver food. Like that was one of my favorite jobs. Just driving around, I would listen to O&A, smoke some weed, and just deliver food, and it was the fucking best.
Did you do it in the city or in Long Island?
I did it in Long Island
Okay.
for this place called Mother Kelly's, which has great food. If you're in Long Island, specifically on Old Country Road, check out Mother Kelly's.
you
Good
go.
food, great food.
Yeah. So I was delivering for this deli, and there was this guy that would come in all the time. And I did. To back it up a little bit, I decided to do criminal justice when I was in college. So I was like, I'll just be a cop. Like that was my plan
Right.
to whatever. And then, yeah.
you just
But
went
then
for it all, dude.
I did. But then I didn't want
Yeah.
to. So here's what happened. So I didn't want
Okay.
to work right away after college. I wanted to enjoy some downtime. So that's
Yeah.
hence the bouncer thing, whatever. But while I was working at this deli, this guy would come in. Shout out Rob Macchio, big comedy fan.
Yeah.
He would come in, and he was a private investigator and a bounty hunter and a bail bondsman.
Whoa.
So him and I would always talk. I'm like, man, this would be awesome to do. Like, before I get into law enforcement, be good
Right.
practice. Blah blah
Right.
blah.
it's the open micing of
Right,
police
100%.
officers.
Yeah. So he was
You
like,
just put a fake badge on and you go and you just start
They're real
collecting
badges.
people.
um,
Well, tell me. We'll get into that. But yeah. So what did he say?
So basically, he was like, all right, let me think about it, and whatever. So one day I get out of work, and he pulls up in his Nissan Quest, and he's like, get in. I'm like, all right. So I get in. He's like, where? I'm like, where are we going? He's, I'll tell you when we get there. So
I hate that.
Yeah,
Don't do that.
yeah.
Don't tell
But
me when you
I'm
get
not gonna
there.
lie, I was a little excited.
You go.
I was
He
like,
goes,
this is kinda
get in.
cool.
I go, no. Tell me where we're going. I'm an
So
adult man.
You're not going to be kidnapped as a child. You
Yeah.
just always ask
I'm
questions.
not getting fucking kidnapped. I'm not getting in a car.
No,
stop,
mister.
Stop having power over me. I don't want you to have power over me.
Oh, he
Tell me where
dominated
we're
me.
going.
He dominated me.
Yeah,
he had me in the
you were
van.
just like, okay.
Yeah. We drove, so we're driving down, and we drive to this. I don't want to say school names. We drive to this small college,
Okay.
and he was like, hands me a piece of paper, and it just said Dr. Vega on it. And he was like, this woman is taking sick time from another university to teach at this one, so she's double dipping. He goes, I need proof that she's double dipping. You have a half hour. Get out.
Whoa,
Yeah.
that's so cool.
So he kicked me out of
Did you have a camera? Did he give you a camera of any
just a piece of paper.
recording?
Just a piece of paper.
What?
So-
That's crazy.
Yep.
Did he
So
give
it's-
you any way to get any proof?
Nope. He wanted to see how I could adapt on my
A
feet.
notepad,
So
pencil, even maybe.
I had
some
my phone.
pen to
I had my phone.
Did you have an iPhone at this time?
No, it was a Verizon
Flip?
Yeah, but it had a camera.
What
on it.
year is this? Do you know?
God, it's
Okay,
probably
so it had a little camera.
2005, 2006, somewhere around there.
Oh, okay. Wow, I was in middle school.
Oh, fuck off. So we get it. I'm older than you.
I was pretending to be Bam Margera at this point.
Oh, lucky him.
Yeah.
So we get out of the van. I get out of the van. He drives off. So I walk in, and there was a young lady who was talking to a group of friends, but her backpack was on the ground. She wasn't looking. I swiped her backpack. I went into the registrar's office, and I just...
You swiped this
Yeah.
random woman's backpack?
Yep.
Was this sorry,
No.
was this Dr. Vega's backpack?
No. Just a random chick that was at the college.
Oh, my God.
I swiped her backpack.
So you can walk in and pretend you're a kid.
Well, so I went into the registrar office, and I was like, hey, I'm so sorry to bother you. I was like, my girlfriend is crazy sick. I'm supposed to deliver her Spanish paper to Dr. Vega, and I don't know where the classroom is.
You thought of all of this on the spot?
On the spot. I was like, I don't know where the classroom is, like, because I've been to college. I knew registrar knows where everything is. So
you weren't stumbling or muttering. I'd be like, hi, I'm okay, so I'm supposed to be here, and that's what I would say. I would go, I'm 100% supposed to be here, and I'm trying to get into Dr. Vega's class. Do you know if she's double dipping? And I put my little recorder up to them.
Don't mind the recorder. Just let it sit right here on the table.
Oh my God. Did this lady ever get her backpack back?
So when I talked to the registrar lady, I explained that my girlfriend was sick. I needed to find this class. I got to drop off the paper. I don't want my girlfriend mad at me. Anything you can do to help. So she gave me a list of all the classes that she's teaching that semester, and there happened to be one, like she was in the middle of it.
Okay.
So I went to that class. I took my phone out. I took a couple pictures of her to class, and I had the pictures of her. I had the list of classes that she taught. And then I stopped at the library on the way out, dropped off the bag to the librarian, and said, hey, some young lady, I saw her run off. She forgot her bag. If you could just make sure she gets it back, I have to go.
Whoa, you're like
And I
fucking
left.
Agent 47.
It was
That's a
pretty fucking
Hitman
cool.
reference. That's so cool.
But yeah, so then Rob came back like 33 minutes later, picked me up, and I gave what I had. He goes, bro, you're hired. So he took me
Hired?
in.
I
Yeah.
would be like, you run the company.
No.
Are you fucking serious?
Rob was good with that.
Does
was
he
a
still do
genius.
that stuff?
No, now he doesn't. He let it all go a couple years ago.
Oh, yeah.
makes
Now
pizzas.
he's chopping wood in Canada.
Vermont. He makes pizzas in Vermont.
Oh, that's hilarious. I'm going to have the FBI is going to come and we need you for one last job.
Probably.
It's going to be like, I left that. Anyway,
Yes.
okay, so you do this amazing job.
I wouldn't say amazing. I think it's just...
It was amazing.
All
I
right.
wouldn't have been able to do this. It's almost unbelievable. I want to throw
We'll
a cap at you.
We'll call Rob. You want me to call him? We'll call him right now.
No, you don't have to call him. He's going to be like, order up. Yeah, so you do this. I'm going to say amazing job.
Whatever. That's weird.
You tell Rob. He goes, holy shit, you got the fucking job. You are now officially a private investigator.
Which doesn't require much of it. You just have to... A guy, like, if I had my license, I could be like, you're a private investigator. You could work
Really?
for me under my license.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Do you have a license?
I don't anymore. When he let it go, I just...
Oh, it's like it kills the main vampire, and then
pretty much. Yeah, we all lose our powers when he got rid of it.
Yeah. That sucks.
Yeah.
How cool would it be if you just made me a private investigator right now?
I want it back so bad because I didn't know
Yeah.
that if you work under somebody for 5 years, you can get your own PI license. I didn't know that.
With your own little office,
Yep.
and then everything becomes noir. You're
Exactly.
like of all the places and
I'll
all
start
the
smoking
things.
just for that, just for the speeches.
Well, I grabbed a backpack, and I went into the registrar's office, and I told him this cockamamie story about all these blah 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 blah.
All these blah,
And then I dropped the backpack off. That's so cool. So
The riffing like lost steam for a minute. Like, blah 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 blah.
was Dr. Vega double dipping? By the way,
100% she was.
wow.
100%.
So what happened to her?
Shit if I know. I didn't I just gave the information over. I'm assuming they went after her in some
I think
way.
the real problem is why does a professor have to work 2 jobs?
Oh, maybe she's got too many kids. I don't know.
Yeah, it's an issue. Why? But you have to be a stone cold killer in this situation.
I mean-
you can't even think like, oh, maybe she's got a couple kids.
Oh, I
maybe
never
she
feel bad
needs
for
this job.
I never felt bad for anybody.
You never felt bad for
anything.
any. Okay, so this is so interesting. So you're a private investigator.
Yeah.
You get the job. How soon after that are you working?
Oh, pretty immediately. But like,
do you quit the deli job?
no, I kept it because it wasn't like regular hours. PI stuff is like someone calls, and it could be a variety of things.
You
You
have
could
a
be
little
working.
beeper and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it was. He'd call my cell phone and be like, "Hey, like this job came up. We need to do this, that." Like it could be a variety of things from like personal protection stuff.
What's the
to-
most boring stuff?
We had to do
protection.
armed security for a mall that had construction overnight. It was actually the Palisades Center Mall. That big one over
Oh,
there.
Levity Live.
Yeah, one of their stores had, because they're open all night because obviously the stuff was going on.
Sure.
But yeah, I mean that kind of shit was always boring.
Did you have a weapon before all this? Oh, I
No,
guess when you're
he's the one that got me on the track of how to get a gun. He hooked me up with the guy to take the class.
holy shit.
He's the one that got me the bounty hunting license,
Okay,
then
so
the bail bonds license. Yeah.
oh wow. And with personal protection stuff, like you got your gun on you and all that shit,
Yeah.
right? You got to.
Yeah.
Have you ever personally protected any like celebrity or anything like that?
Yeah, Kate Hudson.
No way, dude.
Because
Kate Hudson.
She was dating. What was the guy that she was dating? The band, her husband, the Black Crows. Was that it?
Oh,
She was married to some singer from something.
I don't know.
I think it was. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know.
So okay,
But
but
she
why,
was dating-
why? It was from the Black Crows. Chris Robinson.
So he had come to Toad's place to perform, and she was married to him, so she came. So like 3 of us were in charge, of making sure nobody would bother her. So like we were.
Was
you
she
know,
nice?
She didn't give a shit about me. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
she
not
was
like she wasn't going to go
Was
out
she
of
like,
her way.
thank you guys? Did she tip you at all?
No, not at all.
God damn, dude.
Yeah.
And you're just standing there.
She's also. I'm going to go.
Miss Hudson, I would like to go pee. Can I go pee? Yeah, go pee.
I'm also going to go on the record, not as attractive in person as you'd think.
Wow. Kate Hudson slander. Okay. All right. So that's pretty incredible. Any other celebrities?
I mean, I guess not like through that. No, we just did like there's a rich guy in Greenwich, Connecticut that pissed off some people that were Russian supposedly. So,
yeah, that'll happen. I
we-
guess.
But he was like some sort of money guy. So I don't know what happened. We had to like park around his giant property, like to make sure nobody came. And
Whoa.
we were on there was like 4 of us on a rotation, like 8 hours.
Have you ever had a violent situation like this? Like
The
did you
PI
ever
business, no, it was pretty. We didn't really ever have anything bad happen when we were doing that.
Yeah, the PI business. You never had to like fire off your fire.
No.
Your what is that called? I've never had
Had
to
to
fire
discharge-
my. I
had to
never had to
discharge my weapon?
discharge my firing weapon, or whatever it's called. What is it called?
No, that's discharge my weapon.
I've never had to discharge my weapon.
I just don't know this person that you become when you talk
I
about
guess
it.
Chris Farley. I have no idea. But so okay, so you're a PI. Was there any like what was there something like so you said the boring ones are the malls and all that stuff?
I can tell you the one I fucked up, which wasn't. It's
Yeah,
not
tell
like
me the one
it's not
you
like
fucked
violent.
up.
So this is back when like I think it was iPods. One of the Apple products was big.
I had a dream about iPods last night. That I had an iPod.
Can we explore that?
Felt
Is it just
good.
that you
No,
had
it's
an,
not interesting
just
at
that you
all.
had an iPod?
But it is funny that you mentioned iPods, and I had a dream that I had a
right here.
pretty crazy. Anyway.
So the Apple store in Bergen County was one of them. I forget which town it was in. But we got hired to do like security for the Apple stores, but plain clothes security.
Interesting.
And I had been there 3 days.
By the way, even seeing you in plain clothes, I'd be like, that guy's a fucking cop.
God
Because
damn
you'd
it.
be you're like, I'm just a plain guy.
This is not how I walk. What is happening?
Look
What
at
is
me.
happening?
I'm just a plain man.
This is insane. This is
Looking at iPods. Oh, music. Yeah.
Oh,
So okay.
God.
So you're at the Apple store.
Yeah. So Dick. So I'm at the Apple store and I've been there like 3 days in a row already. Nothing's ever happened. And
Uh-huh.
like there's only so much you can do
Sure.
in the same spot. So I
Right.
went to go take a shit. While I was taking a shit, a group of 3 guys came in, swiped a bunch of iPods and ran out.
No way.
So I came out of the bathroom and the manager store was like, "Where the hell were you?" I was like, "I was using the bathroom. They just got us for like 17." It was crazy.
Holy fuck.
So like they just happened. And maybe you were right. Maybe they knew I was the guy just waiting
Yeah.
for me to go take a shit. But
Yeah.
the timing couldn't have been worse. And then I got
Wow.
called. And I'll never forget this. I was still young. The guy that hired me called me, and I was at my mom's house because the thing was in Jersey.
This isn't
So-
that guy Rob.
No, it's this other guy, Joe. I'm at my mom's house staying there because it's closer to the store rather than going back to Connecticut. And I remember him calling me. This is how young and immature I was. He's yelling at me for how bad of a job I just did, how I cost them money.
Yeah.
And my mom is about where you are to me, and I'm looking at her like expecting her to help me. I was
Yeah.
like,
You're like, can you?
and then I
can you
realized
talk
like,
to
oh
him?
shit, she can't do anything. Like this
Right,
is all
this is
on
the
me.
real world.
And that was like an adult moment where I was like, fuck, I got to just take this lashing.
Yeah, you go,
and then-
look, I fucked up, but not for nothing. Apple, I think they're going to be okay.
Yeah, I was like, what am I not supposed to shit? Like I had to go. He's
Yeah.
like, you don't shit when you're on the clock. I'm like, I didn't know that rule. Like,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
just-
yeah. What am I supposed to hold it in and be all like gurgly and then shit? If
Exactly.
I like shit my pants.
I don't
if-
want to do that again.
No, fuck that. Yeah.
It's
Okay,
awful.
so you fucked up, but that was the only time you ever fucked up?
Yeah, like that. It was the only major time ever.
Was there ever something that was like really exciting? Were you like, holy fuck?
It
like,
was exciting in the beginning when you would track cheating spouses. That was fun.
wow.
Because, you're trying to not be seen. You park up the road, then they're out on foot. You have
And
to
you're
follow
just, like,
them.
taking pictures of
And
them
you're
going in
waiting
the
for the time to take a picture where it doesn't look obvious.
Right.
But then it got annoying because you realize that when it comes to people who are really genuinely in love with somebody, there's never enough proof. Unless I have a picture of them actively having sex.
right.
Most people, like I'll never forget, I got pictures of this guy and this girl. The wife hired us. And they were parking at a hotel, holding hands. He kissed her on the cheek, and then they walked in the hotel room. I got all pictures of that.
I think that's enough for a wife, by the
Nope.
way.
She was like, well, what were they doing in there? I'm like,
Oh, well,
I don't, what do you want me to do, kick in the door? Like, why would your husband be going to...
Why
but
would she be holding like,
Yeah.
yeah.
She just didn't... It wasn't enough for her to believe it. She was getting so mad at us that we couldn't get pictures of something more definitive.
Now, when you got the job and you were... How long did you work the private investigator
Oh, I did
job
that for probably about 5 years or so. with
Holy
Rob.
shit. Did you end up accumulating, like cameras and stuff, like things that would help you?
Yeah, I mean, not a
more?
lot of stuff because Rob had a lot of stuff, but yeah, I had my own camera. I
Like
ended
a
up,
little digital guy?
yep, I ended
Okay.
up buying one of those stupid things you could hear from a distance. Little like thing
The
with
little-
the cone
with
around
the
it. where you
cone?
yeah, and they'll have one of those
Hilarious,
things.
dude. I got that when I was a 9-year-old.
And then you realize there's no practical way to use this, so you just don't use it.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
does it record?
No, that's what I mean. It was just dumb purchase.
Hilarious. Yeah, you were really getting into the character.
Oh,
You're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I bought a little Sherlock Holmes
Yeah.
hat and
I had binoculars, that, the night vision
a
on them.
magnifying glass. Yeah, you were like, you're sitting in the car, you're like,
Every version of me in your head is the most cartoonish version.
yeah, everybody's a cartoon in my head. I'm like Dewey from Malcolm in the Middle. Everything I see is cartoons. So, okay. What made you stop doing the private investigator job?
Rob gave up the license. Really?
Oh, and then you just lost your license.
Yeah,
Because
'cause
he gave it up.
At
Would
this-
you have been able to do that? Like,
I would have been able to get I didn't even know about it. I would have been able to get my own license and start my own private investigative firm.
did he say to you, like, hey, I'm about to stop doing this. You might want to get a license?
No, he had gone through some like personal turmoil with a lady, and it was just really
Sure.
ugly, and it kind of just tanked everything. And he was like, "I'm out. I'm
Right.
done." Like,
Okay.
but again, he had already got me started with the bail bonds and the bounty hunting stuff. So like,
Right.
I wasn't left high and dry. I was able to make money
yeah.
doing that.
So you immediately went right into that. By the way, in the private investigator thing, and last question about this.
Ask away.
Did you ever like have a relationship or like make love to any of the women that hired you? like like those old noir movies?
not in the PI, but in the bounty hunting.
Of
Yeah.
all the gin joints and all the clubs, she had a walk in a mind.
Yeah, I never had that moment in
Wow.
the PI stuff.
Okay, so the PI stuff ends pretty instantly. I mean, if he never lost his license, would you have just done that for the rest of your life?
No, because the reason I became a firefighter is because I needed something more stable than the PI, bounty hunting, kind of
Right.
all
So
that
you
kind of
were
stuff.
during the private investigator, you were going, I need something more stable. This is crazy.
When I got older, yeah. When I got a
Yeah.
little bit older, I realized, like I'm going to need something with health insurance.
Sure.
You can only get like shot at and things like that a couple times. before
Right.
you're like,
Well, let's get
probably-
into this. So you become a bail bondsman and a bounty hunter at the same time. Is that essentially the same thing?
No. So bounty hunters put people in jail. Bondsmen take them out of jail.
Oh, bondsmen take people out of jail.
Yeah. So like, you get arrested.
Yeah.
Right. Your bond is $5,000. I'm
Right,
doing
for a
Connecticut numbers
tragic
right now.
Big dick accident.
Yeah, exposing it to a
I-
child.
yeah. Okay. All right.
so it just-
okay.
So anyway, so your bond is $5,000, right? So in Connecticut, you'd owe $5,000 to get out of jail, or if you don't have that, you can pay a bondsman 10%, so $500.
Okay.
You would call me, or your lady would call me and be like, "Hey, I need to get him out of jail,"
Mm-hmm.
and you would give me $500. I'd put up the difference with the state.
Yeah.
As long as you go to court till the end of your case,
Interesting.
I get all of my money back plus the $500, right?
Oh.
You don't go to court, I have 6 months to find you and put you back in jail, and that's the bounty hunting side.
And that's like a legal thing where they go like, hey, if that guy didn't pay you, like they're the state is working with these bail bondsmen
It's
that are
right,
like, hey,
most-
like this is totally legal. You can have someone pay, like you could put it up for somebody, But if they don't pay you back, that's illegal, and you can send them back.
It's
to
not
jail.
about paying me back. It's about you have to take your court case all the way through, going to court till there's a decision made, whether it's not guilty, whatever your sentence
Right,
is.
and some people run.
Right.
Gotcha.
Right. So and
gotcha.
in most states, it's a regulated thing where you get a license, you have to take a course, all that kind of shit.
Interesting.
So I had like a badge number and all that kind of stuff because it has to be tracked.
Okay. So you become what'd you like better, becoming a bail bondsman or becoming a bounty hunter?
Bounty hunter.
Okay,
Bounty hunter
dude. Fuck yeah, that's awesome.
Bounty hunter's more fun because people are trying to outsmart you, and like I've always liked that kind of stuff, like puzzles, escape rooms, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So like tracking people down or convincing somebody to tell me something they didn't want to tell me was just always fun for me.
Yeah. Do you find that people what am I trying to say here? Do you find that people misjudge you and think that they can outsmart you more?
I don't know if it's ever that. I think it's just I don't ever look at it that way. I think everybody when they're trying to get away, they just think nobody's going to figure out how to get them. Like that's just doesn't matter. It doesn't mean me, you, anybody. They're going to just assume they're not going to find me. I'm going to figure it out.
So how long were you a bounty hunter for? / bail bondsman?
Bounty hunter for 8 years, and I'm still a bondsman. I still own a bail bonds business.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
I still own a bail bonds business.
You're a stand-up comic and a bail bondsman guy?
Yeah, I still own a
That's
business.
so funny, dude. Where's that Vince Gilligan show? There needs to be like a commercial where you go, hey, you ever notice how you can't escape?
God damn it.
Hey, have you ever been in the jail? Boom, 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 boom. That's so funny, dude. That's so you're still doing the bail bondsman thing. You don't have to say what your company's name is if you don't want to or whatever.
Easy Out Bail Bonds in Connecticut.
Great. And how often is that like being contacted?
So I have a business partner. Marco is amazing. He actually runs the day-to-day stuff.
Great. Yeah. So you can do night stuff and work.
Yeah. I mean, I pop in once a week to check on the business. We talk some stuff. If he needs me, he calls me.
Yeah.
But for the most part, he runs the show.
And when you have the obvious this is going to happen, the people that try to run, do you hire bounty hunters or do you have in-house bounty hunters?
So in the beginning, I used to do it with Marco, and we had a couple people we would do it with.
And what are you wearing when you do this? So you're getting ready to go bounty hunt.
It would depend. So I don't like to feel bulky, which is part of my biggest problem about firefighting.
Sure.
But
I don't like that either.
Yeah, I don't like to wear a lot of layers. I'm just, in the winter, I'm like that sweatshirt.
Yeah.
But when I would go, I would depend on the charges and the person.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, after you do something long enough, you get to read people's rap sheets. You can kind of guess. I always felt like a gun made things worse. So a lot of times I didn't even carry a gun. So
really, why?
Because it just makes people more agitated and worse. I think it heightened the situation when most times I would get people to come with me without even cuffing them.
Right. Oh,
I'd be able to talk to them and say, hey, man, like, you get a warrant. Like, let's just get it handled. I'll let you make as many phone calls as you want to get back out.
Yeah.
But if you're a problem, I'm going to have to handcuff you, add more charges, blah, blah, blah.
You didn't even have like a gun hidden where you're like, oh, okay, interesting.
Now, there were times when I would be bulletproof vest, gun, all that stuff.
Have you ever been in a shootout?
Twice.
Yeah. Was that
Bridgeport,
terrifying?
Yeah. I mean, the first one more so than the second one, but then you realize most of these guys don't know how to
By
aim.
the second one, you're like, I got
Old
this
hat,
one.
you know?
Yeah. You go, oh, another one of these. You're drinking a Snapple.
Well, most of them don't know how to aim. They don't practice.
Oh, they're just going bang, bang. So it's going pew, pew, all over the place.
Yeah.
And you're just walking like fucking Gus in Breaking Bad. Sand coming up.
At least it would make you made me cool in this scenario. The other one.
This is cool, dude. This is very cool. There's nothing about anything you're saying that is not fucking cool.
I guess when you do it, you kind of lose.
Yeah, of course. And it's terrifying, and you got kids, and you don't.
Well, that's why I don't do it anymore.
Yeah. You don't want to be like, I don't want to get shot. That's not cool to get shot. Hey, kids, that's not cool. Hi, I'm Brendan Sagalow. I'm here to say getting shot, not cool.
It hurts.
It hurts. Getting shot, it hurts.
That's the PSA.
Getting shot, it hurts. Going around me.
Oh my god.
Getting shot, it hurts. So funny. So you're in this shootout, but you're not wearing a lot of stuff.
No, I would wear like the Under Armour because back then I was slender, not tubby now. So I would wear just Under Armour because I thought it looked cool.
Yeah,
and then a bulletproof vest over that with just jeans and sneakers. And
whoa,
that was,
okay,
what I would wear.
And cowboy hat.
Oh yeah, mullet wig, all of it.
And you're going there with other guys, right? So it's not just you going.
There was a stretch where I did a lot by myself. There was a stretch where I did a lot by myself.
Holy shit! And what are you driving at this point? What car are you getting them into?
I had an old Chevy Malibu at the time.
Okay.
And then I also had a Lexus at the time. So I would switch depending.
Did you have
what I was
names for these
doing.
cars? Like, depending, you go, I'm taking the old Bounty.
No, never.
I'm taking the old,
I didn't name them. No,
the old Malibu catcher, if you know what I'm saying. So.
All right. No, I didn't name them. Usually it was the Malibu. It was usually the Malibu. I'd only take the other one if somebody had seen that car, and then I had to like blend into something else.
So you had to like tackle people and stuff, and
Yeah, I've been
babies crying, like kids being like, "Where are you taking him?" Adult, like that must have been so hard.
What, the kids crying?
Well, like
Fuck them
just
kids. No, I'm just
just like the families when you break in or whatever, and
No,
you
man,
come in
'cause
and you grab the guy, and
Nah, to me, like, I don't know. I felt like if you made the decision to go on the run
yeah,
and you're still around your family, you did that to them.
yeah, you're a bad
That
guy
was
for
you.
that. Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
if I ever ran, like if I was on the run, I'm not going to be around my kids.
No,
You know,
no,
because
exactly.
you're putting them in
danger. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I had a woman throw her baby at me once.
What?
Yeah, because
you
she didn't
catch
want. Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yeah, you go. Whoa.
Start hacky sacking the thing.
Yeah, you go. Okay.
But yeah, she threw her baby at me once to try to like get away. I mean, there's some of them don't give a shit.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
dude!
it's
Are
wild.
the people like? Have people ever got away from you?
Yeah. It's
What happens? They just get in the car and drive away, and you go, guys.
Yeah, or like someone like snuck out a window that we didn't know, like because it was blocked by a bookshelf or something. Like,
Wow.
Yeah, I mean,
Good for
it's
them, in a way.
amazing the levels that people would go to create hiding spots in their houses.
Holy fuck,
Yeah,
dude!
like a refrigerator that's not actually plugged in.
How do you live like that? And then it's like, what? You can open the fridge and escape that way?
No, you hide in it. You just know when to think to open it because you just think it's a fridge.
So if you're walking through a house looking for somebody, you never think to open the fridge. If
Now
I'm
I
walking
do.
through someone's house, I don't even care if I think there's somebody in there. I'm looking through their fridge. I'm going like, what do they got?
This is why we're chubby. See,
Yeah,
this is what happens.
I just want to see what they got going on, and maybe take a donut or two. And maybe take a donut.
I heard a story once where a guy I know said that there was it was a fake toilet. You just slide it out of the way. There was a hole in the floor.
What are they, El Chapo? This is
And
insane.
you don't. I mean, but again, you're going after not just like petty stuff. Like I've been going after like attempted murder people,
Yeah.
drug smuggler, like
Any
you know.
like teenagers and stuff, like
Yeah,
young kids.
dude, I had this is such a shitty story, but I had a 18-year-old I was looking for once, and I went to his mom's house, middle of the day, like I don't know, 11, 12 o'clock. She opened the door. It was like 4 kids running around the house. I'm talking to her, and I'm explaining. Her son had just robbed a drug dealer, and I told her, I was like, "Hey, look, we can find him with your help.
Yeah,
He'll go to jail, but at least the drug dealers won't catch him. If
Yeah.
they catch him, it's gonna be a lot worse."
yeah.
She went off on me, started yelling at me, being disrespectful, and she's like, "You know what? Why don't you get a real fucking job?" I was like, "Lady, what do you? I'm
Yeah.
here working." I said, "You're home during the day. Why don't you get a job?" And I
Yeah.
swear to God, she looked at me and goes, "I have the best job in the world. I work for the state. If I want to raise, I have another baby."
Jesus
And
Christ.
those are the kind of people where I was like, I don't feel bad for you
Oh,
at all.
that's brutal, bro.
yeah. So yeah, you get some shitty.
Have you ever had somebody like that knew you were coming and then just killed themselves?
No, I've never had somebody off themselves. Had
Oh.
someone threaten to off themselves.
Be like, I'm gonna
Like
kill myself.
once
if
they're
you
in
come
cuffs,
yeah.
they've been like, I should have fucking ended it. I should have ended it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Then you gotta
People
tell
will
them,
say
like-
all that stuff.
yeah, you gotta-
It's okay. You don't have to tell them anything.
Yeah.
Right?
You
You just go, yeah, maybe. Clink.
Well, I
Yep.
try to keep the car ride comfortable because
Sure.
that could always go awry.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
Do they sit in the back or the front?
if I was by myself, I put them in the front next to me so I could see them. I didn't want them
Okay.
behind me.
Okay, okay. Are they
Um,
cuffed in the front?
Depends. Sometimes they weren't. Sometimes
Did
they
you
were
have
fine.
like a cop-esque car where if they're in the back, they can't
Nope.
get out?
They could open the doors. It was a regular car. They could
Wow.
hop
A
out.
lot of trust.
Well, I mean, what are they gonna, I'm doing 60. What are they going to do? I mean, where are they going to go? They're going to hit the ground, hurt themselves.
I'd rather fucking dive out than get butt fucked in penitentiary.
I mean, just assuming that's what's happening to them.
Well,
They could be
I'm
doing the
assuming-
butt fucking.
That's
I mean,
true. That's true. They could be excited to go to jail.
Exactly.
So, these shootouts, the first one, what happened? Like you
Guy came out the back door, just fired a couple rounds because we were standing back
Wow.
there. And
damn. Well, I'm
trying to
happy
get
you're
away.
alive.
yeah, me too, because now we're friends.
Yeah,
You know?
and we get to podcast. Yeah,
But it's,
which I think is a lot scarier than a shootout.
yeah, agreed.
Yeah,
Because if this
you
sucks,
never know
it's
how
going to
many
be my name in the comments. Why does you have this fucking guy on
this
here?
does not suck, dude. This is a fucking very interesting life story that you have here. And so the first one, he comes out the back door. starts blasting. And what are you thinking? Are you like,
Get
oh,
behind
fuck.
some shit.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you like just get behind some
Are you
shit.
crying? I'd cry.
No, I don't think I cried. I think you're just kind of like,
I'd
it's,
be going, please.
don't kill me.
Yeah, I'd be going, ah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, okay.
No, it's, I don't know. I didn't cry. I think you're more like, it's the same thing, I guess, with fires now. Like you go in, like you're on autopilot in a lot of ways because you've trained for certain things.
Sure, yeah,
So your mind,
you're like Bruce Lee.
Again, it's like comedy, right? If at this point, if a heckler comes at you on stage, you go on autopilot of like, all right, where am I going to go? And you start undressing the situation. And
exactly, you heard it here, folks. Shootouts are a lot like comedy.
I was talking about the training, the mental training part, where you kind of just what to do. Like there's very few situations.
Were you with anybody? You had a partner with you or anything at that point?
Yeah, at that time there was a couple of us.
Oh, okay. So you're all going like pew pew. It's all it's like very Western shootout kind of thing.
It's very quick. Like everybody, it's not like in the movies.
I'm calling you out.
Yeah, it's not like the movies where everybody sits and goes back and forth like 2 rounds and then they shoot 2 rounds. It's just he fired a couple off and then tried to run away immediately. Like once we ducked, he just tried to take off.
Yeah, and then
I didn't want to have to shoot anybody.
Yeah,
I mean, some guys like to pull their gun.
Totally. No. That sucks. Probably something you have to live with, right?
I would have. Yeah. I mean, it's not. Yeah.
It's not fun.
No. I mean, I've lost people with the firefighting job, and that sits with you a little bit too. You're like,
yeah, of course. Oh my god.
You try to help.
Yeah. I mean, at least, yeah. It's you lose, and you lose people in comedy too, but it's not the same. You go, well, that could have been prevented. Actually, a lot of the comedy loss could have been prevented. Nobody's running into a fire. They're slowly trudging into a motel and then taking painkillers till they don't wake up.
Fair enough.
And then the second shootout, you were just like the old
guy
hat,
was on
spinning.
Yeah, a guy was on the street, just fired a couple times because he saw us coming up the block and then turned and ran the other way. So it's not like I've been in like a close quarters military style. I always thought the term
suicide by cop felt a little victim blamey. You know what I mean? I always thought it was like when they go, how did he die? I shot him with my gun. It was a suicide.
I assisted. It was my fault.
Yeah. And I'm happy you're out of that stuff because it's so dangerous.
Yeah, man. Now I get to just hang out with people like you all day. This is
fantastic. Right. I know. Anytime I think I'm badass, I'll just remember you, dude. I'm like every new chain I get, I'm like, and then that ends. And you ended that because you're like, I need something more stable where I'm not getting shot at, or I have to deal with criminals. Let me be a fireman.
Well, so I was gonna still do the cop thing, but then I found out to be a cop, I'd have to get rid of my bail bonds license and all that stuff they already built the business for because it's a conflict.
Oh, it is a conflict, right?
So I was just trying to figure out something to do next because I'm not an office person. I can't sit still and whatever. And then I saw the firefighting schedule was like 24 hours on, 72 hours off.
Yeah.
So it was perfect. So I just
would you have made more money being a bail bondsman or a cop?
At the time, bondsman. Now, not so much. But back then, the bonds business was great. Now it's
interesting.
Not the same.
Yeah.
Everybody's getting wrongfully arrested, and the cops don't want to arrest anybody anymore. It's just
man,
yeah,
we are slipping into a dystopian future, aren't we?
I'm telling you, the purge before you know it.
Yeah, holy shit! And especially with these new fucking Elon trucks driving around, don't they all look like they should stop you and be like, you're out past curfew, and like get back in, And then so you start becoming a fireman, and it's still something you do today, right?
I still do it. Yep. I don't make enough money on comedy.
You're an incredible dude.
I don't know about that. I just I do what I have to. Comedy is what I want to do. Firefighting is what I have to do.
Yeah,
because of the kids. If I didn't have the kids, honestly, with what I've been doing over this last year in comedy, I could probably just be in a little 1-bedroom or studio by myself and be fine.
Holy shit!
But with the 2 little ones, I'm not gonna do that to them.
Of course, yeah.
So.
Yeah, there is a moment that I have not felt yet because I don't have children, but I've heard my friends with kids who do stand up go, at what point am I being selfish by still doing this? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but there is, and it sounds so fucking cliche, but there is a mental health aspect to doing it. Once you get into it and like you've gotten used to getting laughs and being on stage and being able to kind of vent your shit and whatever, like, because there's one thing I'm preaching to the choir here, obviously, but like there's one thing to be funny at a party with your friends, and there's another thing to be on stage and get a bunch of strangers to see things the way that you see them.
Don't you love that? You love the laugh where they're shaking their head like this. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that is the best. It's almost like being a boxer in a way where it's like it's kind of hurting you, but you're getting something out.
Yeah, but I think that there's a balance. Like I do think you have to live life, which is why I think so starting later in life than most comics, like I feel like was a little bit of an advantage because I got to do so many things. Because I feel like when you hear when you hear a lot of young comics talk, it's always sex, drugs, drunk, that kind of stuff.
About it, yeah.
But I never had any of those because I didn't live that life and I did all these other things. So I was able to kind of talk about, I don't know, I don't want to say more relatable because everything's relatable, but just a different version of things. I didn't go through that whole like, talking about fucking a chick in the bathroom or like getting so high I forgot where I parked. You know what I mean? But,
man, do I have a story about that? I don't know if I've ever even told it. Maybe I have.
No,
I have a story that's similar. But anyway, we're done. That's the show. Will you stick around 30 more minutes on the Patreon?
Yeah, whatever you want.
Fuck yeah. Check out Damien Speranza. I said that right?
Yep.
I'm so white that I'm always saying, I never know. You got any dates? You got like things you want to plug?
Yeah, go to my website, DamienSperanza.com. It's DAMIEN. I'm going to be in Idaho in February for a run, going up to Alaska in March, and then Pittsburgh, I think, in April. So, yeah, definitely check out my website. The dates will be there.
Yeah, I don't think anyone who's ever lived in Alaska listens to this podcast, but go fly to Alaska.
Maybe you know somebody. I don't
know. Yeah, when does this come out? Okay, so next weekend, I will be at Comedy Key West in Florida, 14th through the 17th, much like Alaska.
much better.
And then we had to move the Atlanta date for some reason, and then I have nothing in February. So come see me in Florida. I'll be putting my goddamn feet up. And check out the Patreon.com/SagDaddyDaPod. It's $5 a month, and you get extra time with all the guests, and it's really nice. And you put a little extra money in my pocket, and we put a little more talking into your ears. Exactly what the world needs. Me with more money, and you with more things in your ears. Check out Damien. We'll see you guys next week on a very special Sagdaddy Pod.
The rap Jack Black and Sagdaddy, I'm back at it with a fantastic podcast for your asses. Yapping in a trap like a rescue cat, and the rescued up like they're waiting on the Batman. You tuned into the dude who threw booze back, blacked out, woke up drunk, covered in bruises. It's Sagdaddy the Pod, an odd fellow, the great white chubby, I'm becoming a marshmallow. It's Sagdaddy the Pod, so sit back and relax, cause like a broken arm, I got a cast now. It's Sagdaddy the Pod, you made a good choice, so enjoy, don't be annoyed, now here's my dumb voice. So recognizable, ski master, unreliable, diary of a guy who's higher than a freaking diving board. I'm tired, call me biting you as slang cause you align with your wardrobe. Give that back, you ain't that guy, bro. Kaleidoscope stripping, goddamn I'm tripping, sipping shroom tea, looking at a blank television. Got a girl here gripping, thinking we'll do some business, but that's the last thing that I want. Seriously. Big dog, I'm on shirts now. Still scared that my house is gonna burn down. I'm a rare card, an old Charizard, getting BJ's on a bench of a promenade. Don't know what to do, I got a lot of problems, lot of emotional truths. I menage them, I'm getting robbed every time I get a coffee, cause $6 is just too much.
Keep it on the low. We can keep it on the low. We can keep it on the low. But all you do is wrong.
Dream team, me and Galene and the four Beatles, kidnapping whores illegally, pumping them full with needles, eating Chinese till Steven asks us to order a pizza. Walk to run to get it, I can't do either. It's Sagdaddy the Pod, don't think twice, just bob your head, dealing your chicken with no rice. It's Sagdaddy the Pod, and on God I won't stop unless I wanna, that's kinda the deal, huh? It's Sagdaddy the Pod, no need to deviate, your ears are not the only holes that I'm about to penetrate. It's Sagdaddy the Pod, so thanks for tuning in. Truman Show flow, if I don't see you, you can suck my dick.